beggar came to the house of Aisha radiallahu anha, and her slave opened the door, Barira radiallahu anha, and the beggar said, "Oh family of the Messenger of Allah, give me something." And she said, "We have nothing." And Aisha radiallahu anha was listening to this, and Aisha said, "Who is it?" And Barira radiallahu anha said, it's a beggar, and all we have is a handful of barley for you to open your fast with. And it was at the time of Asr, and Aisha radiallahu anha said, "Give it, Allah will provide." And she gave it. Come Maghrib time, there's no food. And Aisha radiallahu anha opened her fast with some water, and she began the Maghrib Salah. And Barira radiallahu anha is sitting there, and she's sarcastically, she's saying, you know, jokingly, she's saying, "Oh, Allah will provide. Allah will provide." And then there's a knock on the door, and a man comes and he gives a goat as a gift. And Aisha radiallahu anha finished the Salah, and she said, "Oh Barira, who is it?" And she said, "It was a man who lives in the area."
When you want it from the Islamic perspective.
Now we have some websites, alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Who is Allah?
Maybe we'll even see somebody enter into Islam.
In Allah.
One more time, everyone. Okay, good.
These are the ones that we're going to be mailing out.
Ilaha. Illa. Allah.
And I bear witness. That Muhammad.
That's right, we're right across the river from Palestine. Hey guys, we're live and we're coming to you all the way from our studios right here in Southern California. Yay! Yay! All right. We got a special program for you tonight because we're going to talk about celebrating. Wait a minute, hold on. Celebrations. Muslims, we like to celebrate births. We like to celebrate the weddings. Oh yeah, and we like to celebrate the two Eids. Yes, and we're going to be talking about that. But we're also going to be talking about things we don't get involved in, like shirk, making partners with Allah. It's the one thing Allah will not forgive. He tells us in Surah, I think it's Surah number 4, but it's called An-Nas, the women. And in that particular surah, in verse number 48, Allah warns us clearly He will never forgive somebody who is practicing shirk, making partners with Him. That's the worst thing for Him. Yeah, it still is in the Bible. Oh yeah, Old Testament and New Testament, one God. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be talking about that, and but a celebration that mushrikeen celebrate called Haram-o-ween. I think you know what that's all about. And to help us do that tonight, we've got a special former of the Christian church for over 40 years. And he is with us right now, but he's now a Muslim. Yeah, let's bring him in and let's see. Oh, I can't bring him in. Why? Why is this telling me he's not? A new problem. Okay. And I don't know what to do about it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got it. All right. Assalamu alaikum, Richard. Uh-oh, no audio. Okay. Now, what do we do about no audio for the guests? Okay, let's look at that. I don't know. Well, we have Sister Kim. Maybe Sister Kim can help us. Sister Kim. Nope, nothing out of that. Okay, well, we can look and we can wave. We're waving at you right now, Brother Richard. Okay, he can hear us. But we can't hear him. And Sister Kim, well, maybe she can hear us too. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, but we wouldn't know if she hears us or not, because that's just an image. Oh, wow. That's really amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I don't really know what to do about it, but I can tell you one thing. We do have a website that we put up together. We worked on this really hard today. So I'm going to encourage you guys to check it out, because I tried to put it on Facebook, some of the social media, but the problem is it's way too big. It's too big, too big, too big. So I'm going to just put it up there where everybody can see that, you know what I mean? So we'll see what that looks like. Let's try to do that right now. All right. It's called Islam Newsroom, by the way. You go to Islam Newsroom, and sometimes it'll pop up and it'll say, you have to, it's a little blue tab, you know, you have to click it to get it to reload. And I don't know why. I guess because we have so many visitors. But anyway, then when you get there, this is what it's going to look like. I can put this up for you, by the way. Yeah, there it is. You can see how it looks. Well, it's not really stretched out like that, but that's the zoom doing that for us. And let's see if we can stretch it out a little bit better. I think, yeah, that might do it. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like it. I think that's going to work. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, it says Haram-o-ween. You see that? All right, all we have to do is click that, the blue letters right there, and when we click it, let's see what happens. It's supposed to work. See, that's what I was telling you. Hit the reload button if you go there. It does that every time, and I don't have a technician that works on this anymore. And when we get one, we're going to work on that too. But anyway, if you keep clicking it long enough, it'll come up. There you go. See? Can Muslims do... Wait a minute. It's not... I know what it is. There we go. Can Muslims do Haram-o-ween? Yeah. Everyone asks us about Haram-o-ween. Well, we're calling it Haram-o-ween. Why? Well, I think by now you figured it out. It's going to be haram, right? So, not Halloween, Haram-o-ween. All right. So, everybody asks us about this every year. Can we trick or treat? Can we put on the costumes? Can we play around with this? Can we get the free candy? And these are good questions. Really, these are good questions. And I really hope that we can get some input on it for our guests that are with us tonight. I hope that they would call our technician, the only technician we got left that's on the air right now with us, give him a call and find out why we're not coming through, and then maybe we can figure that out. But I got no sound from you guys, and if he can call you or call somebody or call Allah and we can figure it out. All right, in the meantime, okay, let's go back to Haram-o-ween. Can we trick or treat? All right, well, actually, no. Because, why? And this is important. You have to know the why behind this. Because a lot of times, the people think it's culture. Okay, in our culture, we don't do this. All right, we don't do that. Well, the reality is that this is something that used to belong to people who didn't follow Islam, but they false worship in there. It's called shirk. All right. Assalamu alaikum. It's maxed out. Yeah, my volume is maxed out. Yep, I'm not sure what to do, but yeah, that the Zoom wanted to update itself a few days ago, but it won't come back up again to give me that offer. All right, Assalamu alaikum. All right, well, he's telling us there's nothing we can do about it. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's try one more time. Richard, can you see a mute button anywhere on there? Is there a mute button that you could click? I don't know. Usually everything works okay after playing around with it, but I don't. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and mute it and then let you turn off the mute. I'm going to mute it right now and let you turn it off. Okay? So it says ask to unmute. See if you can unmute it and talk to me again. Nope. All right. Nothing we can do. Let's see. Wait, well, there's one more thing that I'm going to try this. I'm going to put an alternate speaker system up here. Turn that old one off. Let's see. Can you talk to me again? Nope. Nothing. I can see your mouth moving. Hey, if anybody can read lips, look at his lips right now. And he's going to say Salam Alaikum to us. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Alhamdulillah. Well, if you could read lips. Oh, hey, he said, Kim and I can hear you, and you can hear each other. Oh, wow. Well, if you can really write fast, you can just do that. How about that? Alhamdulillah. I really don't know what to do. I guess Shaitan is involved here somehow because he doesn't want us to talk about this tonight. He really doesn't. Well, if you don't mind staying tuned, whenever we take our break in about 15 minutes, we'll try to work on that. All right? Is that a thumbs up? 2 thumbs up. All right. Okay. If you'll tell sister that, well, I'm sure she can hear me anyway. All right. And I don't know, I can't read the thumbs up from that. But anyway, is she telling you thumbs up? Alhamdulillah. Yeah? All right. Anyway, so let's go back to the program that we've been talking about tonight. Why is it important for us to know about what Halloween really is? All right. And what are the ramifications? And we want to find out now. We really do want to find out right now. And here's the deal. At Islam Newsroom, that is our website, islamnewsroom.com. We've been publishing stuff on there for about 20 years. And so this is not new, but it was revised today. We went through and really worked on presenting it so it would be more like in today's social media. In other words, we took a lot of the words out, but still have the same meaning. Now, what about this pagan celebration? And it is 100% pagan, just so you want to know, all right? And this is the things that we need to know, all right? First and foremost, number one, we need to know that Halloween is a pagan holiday. 100%. It is a pagan holiday, guys. That's not a joke. It is a pagan holiday. All right. Okay, now, weird. the Zoom is giving me an error message telling, and I've never seen that before. Anyway, I'll just keep going as long as I can, guys. The advantages of using free stuff, right? Okay, anyway. Halloween is pagan. Mushrik. What is shirk? The word mushrik is from the word shirk. Shirk is the making partners with Allah in worship. And this is not acceptable in Islam, and we should never, ever, ever, ever do it, because Allah will not forgive that. Okay, guys? We need to know that, all right? And so, next, I'm going to put this up where I can see it a little bit better. All right. This was a holiday that was celebrated in Europe by the Celtics, or Celtics, and I think Celtics is how they pronounced it. And that whole thing was called Hallowed Eve, which means sacred evening. All right. We've got a caller. Let's take a caller right now. Caller, assalamu alaikum. You're live on the air.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. How are you doing, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. How's everything there?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Everything's good.
We're talking about Halloween in Shirk. Did you know that?
No signs of Halloween this year. That's the good side of COVID.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe we don't need to worry about it, because, after all, if you can't go out and do it, that's pretty much the end of that trick-or-treating, isn't it?
That's right.
Well, all right. Then maybe we don't need to worry about that. But
no, alhamdulillah.
did you have anything, question or anything that you wanted to ask us tonight?
No, just wanted to check on you to make sure you're okay and that everything is good. Well, alhamdulillah, that's all.
Well, we are fine, except for the fact that we have no audio for our guests tonight. But I call in. That's a good idea. We could ask Richard to just give me a call, and then we'll ask Sister Kim to give me a call. That's right. We could do that. That works. I'm glad you called. This is a good idea. MashaAllah.
See, I called to give you that idea.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah. Everything else is okay, Sheikh?
Everything is great. We can talk a little bit later if you don't mind. I would give you a call in about 1 hour.
Of course. Jazakallah khair.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wow. All right. Well, we still have the phone, and we can get phone calls, and he's calling us now. I saw him pick up his phone, and Richard is calling us. Let's see what he looks like calling us right now. He's there. He's calling us. It's not ringing. Oh, there it is. All right. Salam alaikum.
You have a caller to accept.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Yeah, there's that delay. I got to turn away from even looking at the screen. But yes, we're all fine. Salam alaikum to everybody. Trust you're having a wonderful fall day and in COVID land.
COVID land.
I heard a kind of terrorizing thought today. One of the news media people were saying that there's a significant amount of people who now believe in what they call herd immutable.
Herd immutable, something like that. Yeah. I heard about it. I heard about it real early this morning, and I was thinking, I sure hope that that's not going to be true.
No. Well, to begin with, we're not a herd of cows. We're people.
That's true.
And the herd mentality is just kind of open up everything, and when 90% of the people get the immunity, then all will be well, except for the 3 million that will probably be dead.
Old people, mostly old people.
Yeah, of course. But I was talking with Sister Kim before the program began. She heard today that there was, and she can call in and report this, that they are now hearing the reports of people getting COVID for the second time.
Oh,
so,
no.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't heard that, but she had heard that from somewhere, so I'll let her call in. But that's a scary thought. It starts to come back around again.
Yeah, well, this is serious stuff. I hope, inshallah, we can get our doctors to talk about this a little bit too. Oof.
Oh,
oof,
yeah.
oof,
Yeah.
oof, oof, oof. I didn't realize that it was that bad.
Yeah. Well, let me hang up and then Sister Kim, have her call in, and
all right.
She has the key on that.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
We can do that. Thank you. Jazakallah khair. MashaAllah. And now he's calling her. Okay. Well, now we're waiting for her to call us, because he's calling her to tell her to call us. Somehow, that sounds like a joke, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's not funny, but I just think... Anyway, I don't know if it's worth it for us to go over this or not, guys. You know, if you're on social media right now, if you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, or something like that, please do 2 things for us, or 3 things. First, pray for us. We need prayers. We always need prayers. You know that, right? Okay, so pray for us, and then Allah will accept it. And also, make sure that you read our posting wherever you are, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And if you're seeing something there, then please go ahead and comment on it. Here's the big thing. I'd like for you to share it, okay? Just share it so other people can get the message too. We really would like that, all right? That would be great. Super duper. All right, now let's go back to the story that we've been trying to get out here about this Halloween business, Haram-o-ween. All right. These are 4 things we need to know. 4 things, okay? Number 1, Halloween is a pagan celebration. And it was modified by the Catholics for the Catholic Church to be able to take those people in and let them become Christians. It sounded good, but they didn't wipe out enough of the shirk, okay? Sister, Assalamu alaikum. I think it's you, Sister Kim. Is that right? Okay, I forgot to turn my speakerphone on. Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. All right. So, Sister, first of all, let's start out with the news that you have. Did you want to tell us about this?
Was it about the coronavirus?
Yeah.
They have determined that the first person in the U.S. has contracted the coronavirus twice. They got it once in March and once in June, I believe. And the second infection was worse than the first one.
Worse than the first. Oh, no. The president had it. That means he could get it again and it would be worse?
That's very possible.
Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. I don't want anything to happen to any of the rulers of be guided by Allah, not hurt. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
quarantined is the wrong word, but I'm drawing a blank right now. But 4 known cases around the world. The other 3 were in different countries where somebody had the coronavirus. They tested them for it. They confirmed that they had it. And then the person tested negative. And when they tested them again, it was a different version of the...
Oh, no. A different version of it. Oh, sister, we lost you. Sister, if you're talking to us right now, we can't hear you now again. Do about this audio thing. Yeah. All right. Well, let's wait on her to call us back, because I don't want to make up anything, and there's nobody to ask questions to. So let's go back to our subject. All right. We were talking about the Halloween is a pagan holiday, and it really was crafted originally by the Celts or Celts, and that was their religion. They were Druids, okay? And as far as I know, this was a celebration that they had about death, that people could come back to life like ghosts and come back. Let's try again. Sister Kim, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Sorry about that. I don't know why we got cut off.
I don't either, but it's all right. We are okay. Go ahead.
Where did you last hear me about the 4 people around the world that had the coronavirus?
You said they were in different countries, and when it came back with a vengeance, because it wasn't the same strain. It was another strain of the same. It wasn't the same. It was a different strain of the coronavirus. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes, that's.
Or did I get it wrong?
Yep, that's what I was trying to say.
All right. Okay. Good. So, go ahead.
When they were able to confirm that it was 2 different strains, unfortunately, this has a very bad impact on our chances of having a viable vaccine for it.
Ooh.
Because, like this flu, if the coronavirus is going to keep changing, then if they give us 1 injection for 1 strain of the coronavirus, we might get another strain of the coronavirus. So it's bad news for the people working on the vaccine.
I'm typing in a news update for the coronavirus. No, I think I got it right. Let's see what we got. This is 11 minutes ago from Europe and the US. Okay, here we go. I think this is a smart move for us right now to put this up on the screen and let everybody see this, because otherwise we might lose it. Okay, the COVID-19 live updates. Okay, this is 11 minutes ago. It's coming from the New York Times. Let me just give them that little shout out there for them, because so we should at least get them some customers. All right. Okay, it says in Europe, nations are cracking down on moving around as these cases are spiking. And is Trump now immune? That's far from clear. Experts are warning us. And you know what? I was asking about that one night just now. And it says what we need to know is a regional COVID storm. One governor says as cases are spiking up in less populous states. Oh, okay, so this means in states that are not having a lot of population, they're still seeing a spike go up in those states. So, wow, okay. Curfews.
North Dakota
Yeah.
is the #1 state for the percentage of people who have COVID as opposed to population. And North Dakota is very spread out.
Well, evidently not spread out enough, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's saying that, okay, and then in France, it's telling us that curfews and restrictions in France and in Germany are what's going on right now because of the fears of a new virus surge. Fauci, Dr. Fauci, is taking with President Trump right now over the end of the year virus claims that have been made. I didn't know about that. Sister, can you tell us what kind of end of the year vaccine was predicted or mentioned? Was that mentioned by the president? I didn't know.
Last I heard with Fauci was that Donald Trump was using some of Fauci's words in a political ad in which he took out of context Fauci saying, "We've done the best that we can do." What Fauci was actually referring to was the coronavirus task team, and he was saying that they had done the best that they could do. Trump put it into his ad to make it sound as if Fauci was talking directly about him.
Oh,
I haven't
God.
heard anything else about Fauci
This is
virus claims.
This is not the kind of thing we need to hear about right now. We should have people in power who are considering the best interest of the people, not the best interest of getting reelected so they can control the people. That's not what we're all about, is it?
No, it definitely is not.
Okay, so we talked about France and Germany and Fauci taking issues with the president over misleading. Oh boy, let's jump over here. It says that little is known about immunity in a patient like Trump, and scientists are about that. What do they mean by patients like Trump? Because he's as normal as anybody else, I guess. I mean, the fact that he does prevaricate from time to time and stretch the truth the rest of the time. But at least I don't understand why they're saying immunity in a patient like Trump.
Well, the big problem with Trump and the whole immunity question is that Trump only showed symptoms for 3 days. And then he claimed he was all better, and now he wants to go back out on the road and do some more rallying. And so they have no way of saying, because the coronavirus usually lasts 10 to 14 days.
All right.
And so they're not able to vouch for his immunity.
Oh, you mean that even if he had it, and they tested positive and now he's well, but he could get it again? Or maybe he misunderstood something and maybe he still has it and could be spreading it around. I don't know. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it could be either situation.
Wow. Sister, it's time for us to take a short break. I'm going to have to turn it into kind of a long break for a minute because I've got to try to fix this audio. So, guys, be patient with us now. We're going to give you a little bit of, you know what I'm saying. We got to do this right now. Stay tuned. Stay guided. We'll be right back right after this. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Guess what? The judging is over, and we just mailed out this translation of the Quran to everyone who entered the contest, uploaded a video, and recited the Quran on TV. But there's more gifts and more prizes coming because it's not over yet. That's right. Now you can get extra prizes, extra gifts, and extra rewards from Allah. Just read the translation. Yep. Read the translation that we sent to you. Find the same exact verses that you had. Read those and then upload it to the same website, reciteontv.com. And we got different age groups this time, many more prizes. Stay tuned and stay guided with Guide Us TV. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Guess what? The judging is over, and we just mailed out this translation of the Quran. Everyone who entered the contest, uploaded a video, and more gifts and more prizes coming, because it's not over yet. That's right. Now you can get extra prizes, extra gifts, and extra rewards from Allah. Just read the translation. Yep. Read the translation that we sent to you. Find the same exact verses that you had. Read those, and then upload it to the same website, reciteontv.com. And we got different age groups this time, many more prizes. Stay tuned and stay guided with Guide Us TV.
You're watching The Newsroom, Islam Newsroom. The news you want, when you want it, from the Islamic perspective.
We have some websites, alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Who is Allah?
Maybe we'll even see somebody enter into Islam.
Excuse me, do you believe in God?
Why do we call him Allah? One more time, everyone. Okay, good.
These are the ones that we're going to be mailing out.
Ilaha. Illa. Allah.
And I bear witness that Muhammad.
That's right, we're right across the river from Palestine, as a matter of fact, here in Aqaba. The new moon, the Hilal, has been sighted for the month of Shawwal.
When the adhan is called, it doesn't matter where you are. You go and you make your salah, alhamdulillah.
Now, I think this is something that, inshallah ta'ala, we'll all be able to benefit from.
Guide Us TV is free. No big business, just free.
Log in now and make your contribution today to support your favorite project at donatetoislam.com.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Sister, you're on the air with us.
Wa alaikum assalam. We have had plenty to talk about tonight. The coronavirus is not keeping its head down. It's definitely coming well into October, and I'm sure we're going to see it for quite a while.
It looks like that. That's what it looks like to me as well. Sister, talk about that a little bit more about what is going on with Trump and Dr. Fauci.
Well, Trump and Dr. Fauci have had a record of not necessarily seeing eye to eye.
In other words, they don't get along very good.
No, definitely not. And it's actually, as far as I know, it's been quite a while that the two of them actually talked in person. But Fauci had made some comments back a couple of months ago when he was working with the coronavirus task team, and he said that the coronavirus task team had done everything that they could possibly do. And Trump took these words out of context and put them into a political ad that he has been running that makes it sound as if Fauci has done everything that he could possibly do. And Fauci is very upset about this. He has never in his life used his position of power to prop up one presidential nominee against another. He's worked for the White House for, I believe, 30 years. And he's never favored one political party over the other in regard to his how he handles his White House duties. So he's very offended by this. And he hasn't said that he's going to do anything in retaliation, like he's not going to quit or anything like that, but he's very put out about it.
Well, I think maybe all of us would be if somebody was using our name or our information in an incorrect way. What do you think?
Oh, most definitely. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not specifically slander to do it, but it definitely is something that we should not be doing with other people. You know, if somebody says something, don't take their words out of context, and especially don't try to take their words out of context to make you look good, because all it's going to do is come back and bite you.
Yes, I think it could have a very negative effect all the way around. All right, let's move forward. We got some other stuff that on our list here, and I'm trying to see if we can get. I think we still have Richard. Yeah, Richard is still there. He can wave to us. MashaAllah. Yeah, we just can't hear him. MashaAllah. All right. So anyway, what I think it would be important for us right now to go back to the, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back to this article. It said little is known about immunity in a patient like Trump. What? Yeah, let's come back to that. What do you think they meant by that?
What I think they meant by that is a two-pronged question. The big questions are, is Trump still transmitting the virus? And how long did Trump actually have the virus? Because the general time that people have the coronavirus is generally 10 to 14 days. Trump was in the hospital for a very short period of time. He got some progressive treatments, and he's back out. And he says he's been saying that he's been feeling great, and he was only showing symptoms for about 3 days.
Okay, maybe this means that he actually didn't have the coronavirus. He just had the flu or something.
Well, apparently they tested him several times.
So they said it was the coronavirus.
Yep, they said it was the coronavirus.
Well, maybe he's Superman.
Well,
that was sarcastic. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I know, but it brings up a good point. Is one of the things that they did was they tested it. They treated him using experimental treatments.
Oh my God.
So there's a chance that these experimental treatments actually worked.
Okay.
Lessened the time the virus was active in him.
That would be great. I love that. That's a fantastic thing.
That would be a fantastic thing if it was available for everybody that had coronavirus.
Oh, also, with that new news tonight that the vaccines might not be able to treat the next wave because it could be altered. This is scary. It sounds like a movie. You know what I mean? A horror movie or something.
Right.
Pinch me, I want to wake up. All right. Well, okay. Now we got that information down. Okay. The next thing we want to know about who is Kumo? Huh?
Kumo.
All right. So what is his role? What does he do? Who is that?
If I remember right, he's either the mayor of New York City or the governor of New York.
A governor, yes. Mayor, no. I'm watching the response coming from Richard. Okay. Yeah. Between both of you guys, you're on the phone with me and he's on the TV with us. That's a fix. That's not really MacGyver, but it's a fix. All right. Okay. So the governor of New York, right?
Right.
Okay. The governor of New York, Cuomo, warns local governments that he could withhold state funds over virus restriction enforcement. Hopefully that will motivate them. What the heck is he talking about?
The virus virus funds can go everything from testing to funds to keep schools safe during the coronavirus. It can also include contact tracing if they have that in effect. So withholding funds can definitely affect how they trace the virus, but it also, depending on how he writes it, could affect funding for roads, infrastructure, payment for government employees. It all depends on how he structures it.
Okay, so he's trying to blackmail them to get them to cooperate, right?
It's more like putting your foot down. I wouldn't call it blackmail.
Okay.
The government does this, governors, plural, will do this pretty often. Other states have done this during the coronavirus. And as a matter of fact, South Dakota, the House of Representatives asked Governor Kristi Noem to do the same thing if they wouldn't put in mask restrictions. And Governor Kristi Noem said no.
Okay. All right. Well, that's South Dakota, though, right?
Right. That's South Dakota.
All right. Wow. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing it said, little is known about the, let's see, wait a minute. Okay. District size and support for Trump are the strongest predictors of school reopenings and research funds. Translate that one for me.
Basically, districts that are known to side with Trump during the elections are more apt to open their schools earlier.
Is that good?
It all depends on how the coronavirus is doing in their area. As a general rule, opening schools has been a very difficult choice. There has been a lot of spikes of children getting the virus in schools and taking it home and spreading it to their parents. But it's been varying by region. Like New England, as a general rule, has done quite well with keeping infections down in the schools. But
all right.
Out to like Florida or Georgia, they've been having a major problem.
All right. Okay. The next thing up is the topic of, it says, what does that mean, Barron Trump? Tested positive.
Trump's son.
Okay. Trump's son tested positive for the coronavirus, but has since tested negative. That's according to Melania Trump, that she said that.
Okay, yeah, he must have had it probably about the same time that his parents got it. And if you go to today, if he tested negative today, that would be between that 10 and 14-day window that we were talking about.
Okay. Wow. But maybe he had that same vaccine and it is working. Maybe this is a good sign.
It wasn't a vaccine. It was an experimental. I hate to say this, and I feel very badly for saying it online because it could be a trigger for some people, but the treatment that Trump received was using the stem cells of aborted fetuses.
Oh, gross. Ugh.
And so that's not something that they're going to offer to everybody.
Are you sure that that's what he had?
Yes.
Oh. Oh my God. That's not good.
No, it's not.
Well, okay, the next thing we got up here is, it says a regional COVID storm, as one of the governors is saying that as these cases are starting to spike up in less populated states. And that's, we already talked about it, but we can put that up here. It says, stop. Are you feeling sick? Stay at home when you are sick. Do not enter if you have fever, cough, or shortness of breath.
And that's good news. That's good advice for anybody, even if you're not in an area where they're having a spike of cases. Fever, cough, and shortness of breath. These things, you might say that it's the flu, but there's a very good coronavirus. And so if you have any of those symptoms, then you should be staying at home. You should be self-isolating. You should be taking steps to protect your family if you have family living with you, such as washing surfaces that you're both using, like your kitchen counters and the phone and the TV remotes. And you should be doing everything that you can to try to stay away from them so that they don't get infected as well.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. It's saying here, I can read it for you if you want me to. It's just telling us, though, that the spread of the coronavirus in the U.S. in recent weeks is worse than it seems, not because of how it is spreading, but where it is spreading. The virus was seen going down in some of the least populous states in the country, but now the relatively low numbers can be deceptive because the rural areas not really having that many people. They have more cows and foxes and wolves out there. But North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, for example, they announced the country's highest number of cases on a per capita basis. Already North Dakota, South Dakota, as you said, numbers are exceeding the per capita figures seen at the peak of the summer surges in the Sun Belt.
Right.
Wow.
And what's very concerning about that is that having lived in myself in one of the less populated areas, what it could be meaning is that the coronavirus is staying in the air longer than they originally thought. They used to say that you have to be within 6 feet of somebody for at least 15 minutes to get the coronavirus. But when you're in a less populated area and you don't have people around you for 15 minutes, it means that there's a higher concentration of the coronavirus in the air and it's easier to get. And so that's what's concerning, is that these are places that the coronavirus is very likely spreading outside in situations that people would think that they were safe, when they're just talking to their neighbor over a fence. And so we're going to have to do some more research to find out why these rural areas are seeing such a spike in cases when you don't have the large gatherings of people that you have in urban places.
Okay, now here's something that they gave us an example here that we can look at. It says in the last 7 days, Florida had the highest number of virus-related deaths in the nation. That was 764. That's in the last 7 days. That's over 100 people a day. But the state has more than 21 million residents, all right? But North Dakota only had 78 deaths. That's only 10%. Consider they don't even have they have over 750,000. 750,000, all right? If you think about this, 750,000 compared to 21 million, and they had 10% of their population, that would mean if you want to compare that, Florida would have had 2.1 million deaths in the last week.
Right.
Oh, I can see why they are concerned. And the governor there, Burgum, warned about additional adversity, and he's talking about that might be deadlier outcomes after months of watching from as far away as have these large outbreaks. And then he adds to that, we're doing this at a time when perhaps our citizens and parents and many are fatigued at the stress of managing this for so long. Wow. It's, by the way, it's saying here in the article that it's hardly just the country's less populated regions suffering from this. The health experts are worried about it, and the numbers across the board, across the country and around the world, are not going down as we had originally hoped. Oh. Dr. Peter Hotez, Dean of the National School of Tropical Medicine at Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, Texas, he said, I don't know why anybody would think that this is not so bad. It's not so bad. I've heard people say that. He goes on to say we went to a low of around 35,000 cases per day in the summer. That was a low? 35,000 cases? Now, he says now we're up to 50,000 cases a day, and it's climbing. Oh, this is exactly what was predicted by the Muslim doctors at the very early springtime. I remember them talking about it. Oh. But now,
worse as the cold weather hits and people are gathering inside more and more often. One thing that'll be very interesting is to have to worry about it. But think about what Black Friday is going to be like this year, with the crowds that go out.
I doubt seriously. I've been thinking about that, but I doubt seriously that I don't think any store owner in their right mind would subject their customers to this because of the obvious outpour of lawsuits that would come in right after that.
I would hope to think so.
I think that some of these store owners are. I used to be a store owner, you know, in the malls. We had several stores in different malls in different states, so we always wanted to take care of. I was the first one in Texas to put up signs in my stores in the early 70s saying no smoking, no smoking. And I turned people out, and they got mad at me, and they said, well, we'll never be back. I said, good, keep your cigarettes. Yeah. We just got a notice that we got to get off the air in the next 2 minutes. So I think we're going to just... Jazz Khan calling us from Denver, Colorado. We don't have time to take the call. Assalamu alaikum.
How are you, sir?
Alhamdulillah, we're on the air right now. Are you watching us?
No, I just came out of the masjid, so I thought to give you a call and...
Okay, let me call you right back right after the show. We're wrapping up the show right now. All right?
Sure.
All right. I'll call you back. Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah, my friend. That was my friend. All right, we got to wrap it up, sister. Let's tell everybody how they can stay guided by watching what?
Guide Us TV.
Yeah, stay tuned, stay guided.
You're watching the newsroom.
So set your purpose, O Muhammad, for religion as a man by nature upright, the nature framed of God, in which he has created man. There is no altering in the laws of God's creation. That is the right religion, but most men know not.